This is Jeff.
This is David.
Hi, David.
Hi, Jeff.
We're playing Dark Souls 3.
We are.
Third Dark Souls game.
Hey.
This is the Old Demon King. In the optional area, the lake. Hold on, wait. Smeltering. I forgot.
It's the mixture of Ash Lake and Lost Izalith.
Yeah, it's Lost Izalith Lake thing.
Right. So I see you're not using a straight sword.
I'm not using a straight sword. I was going to use a great sword, a Stora great sword.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't ever use large weapons. They suck. So I just got out my other than straight swords, the other easy win button, which is the
S-Stock.
the fencing sword. So we just upgraded a little S-Stock, and as you can see, just kind of got a little pattern here going. We did a little slam, roll, stab, uses combustion, roll, stab. I wasn't quite close enough on that one. Despite this doesn't go quite as fast. Phase 2, he has a fire aura. Fortunately, this fire aura doesn't seem to actually hurt you.
Yeah, it's not Smelter Demon Take 2 because
thankfully.
that game didn't happen.
Or I guess it'd be Smelter Demon Take 3.
Oh well, yeah. Oh hey.
Hey, there's one of those attacks. So the fire circle either starts in the center and goes out and back, or it starts in the I guess in the back and comes in and it goes back out.
It's either a wide diameter or a small diameter, and it goes back and forth.
Yes, but either way, shrink and grow.
Yep.
With the old Karthus ring on, makes me disappear.
Mm-hmm. That's a ring I had on for a very long time.
It's very good. It gives you +3 dex as well.
Yes, that's why I had it on, honestly. Hey, there's Meteor Swarm.
Yeah, there's the super cool looking Meteor Swarm that is basically free.
Yeah.
Because super easy to dodge. The place you want to actually hit him is when he does his swing like that, the first one anyways. Because it is, if you're standing right next to him, his mace is like nowhere around you. All the follow-up attacks are going to be close range though, so which we'll see later on. He has a 6-hit combo, which sucks.
Wait, what?
It's where he just slams it and he starts swinging it back and forth, and he slams it again and then he sweeps it back, and I died a few times on that one. I was not happy with the results of that.
So I'm surprised you didn't just use the Ferris bow win button.
Well, there is the obvious Ferris, long range strategy,
which arena is huge.
I'll show that off.
Okay.
But I do otherwise the video would be only a 10-second long. It would just be he's got short range attacks and it's a very very large room, so just shoot him with things, and then
shoot
he
him
dies.
with the wind bow.
Yeah. You don't even have to have necessarily the wind bow. Just any bow.
A bow,
or even a crossbow.
Right. Just don't use magic.
This is the surprise sweep combo that killed me a number of times.
Yes.
It doesn't quite look like he's doing an attack, because it looks like he might be winding up for another slam like that, but it actually is counted as an attack, and he just keeps going for a little while. Yeah. He can also do an AoE burst, which we'll see later. That also killed me, because it's not quite the same as lava spew from little Quelaag, Kellogg's.
Yeah.
But it does appear a bunch of fire underneath him, and it can hit you more than once, so you can just get comboed to death instantly.
Fun. We didn't have this much trouble with him when we fought him.
Going down to that ring of fire. Flames just keep getting higher.
I had to transcribe that whole song. It does a bunch of fun meter changes. It just has extra bars in places.
It's always good to have surprise meter changes in songs.
Yeah.
It's like Barracuda.
Yeah, just for no reason. Or I was looking at just for praise and worship stuff. I was looking for songs that weren't in 4/4. And one of the recommendations was "All You Need Is Love" by the Beatles because it's in 7/8.
This is was not supposed to happen. I can't actually move because I think I dodge rolled into the hitbox of the mace. It's not currently an active hitbox because he's stunned. So in that situation, I was just holding up my shield. That's not ideal. So he got a little tired. He's a little sleepy because he burned out his flame.
And you killed him.
Yeah, and so passes the old Demon King.
Air fire destroyed.
Indeed.
Oh, hey.
I would do SL1. I did the SL1 video first.
Really?
Because why not?
Right.
And I did not die.
Repeatedly. Because you were using a bow.
When you at SL1, you only have 10 decks. But as mentioned earlier, the Karthus ring that you get, which gives you, invisibility while rolling, gives you +3 dexterity. And you only need 12 to get a short bow, which you can get from Grey Rat. Short bow is great. It's the only bow in the game that has a rolling quick attack, which is actually pretty awesome.
Wait, what?
So if you do a rolling attack like this, hold on, I think I started off with one of these. Roll R1. Boop.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's super awesome. Also, the special weapon skill is rapid fire, so you can just go like pew 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 pew, like Legolas style.
That's awesome.
Those don't actually do a lot of damage individually, so it's not quite cost effective on your arrows.
Right.
But this is the easy way to beat him. Eventually, there's the rapid fire.
That's okay. Maybe I need to give short bows another shot, but my +10 Pharos bow is still pretty good.
Yeah. The Pharos bow has that cool triple shot. But
it's
just I just can't see where that would ever be useful, really.
You're missing. Yeah,
I'm trying to do like a quick shot and then turn away. Unfortunately, I'm turning away too fast.
So I have used the triple shot in PvP before, and they've hey, I've rolled out of the hay. Wait.
Wait.
And I have done it.
We're not going to watch the whole thing. We're going to speed this up.
Oh, okay, good. Yay. I have also done the triple shot, and I think I managed to peg somebody with all 3 arrows because I killed them when I shouldn't have. And I didn't know that was a thing you could do.
Okay.
So
like a point blank kind of triple shot.
It worked, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's good. That's good to know.
You have an Ashen Estus flask on your SL1 character?
I do. I mean, yes, you get that on. You get that on anything. You just reorganize. I reorganized for Ashen Estus because I wanted to see if I could use the rapid fire a lot.
Right.
It turns out that you can if you have a lot of Ashen Estus. It's just that it doesn't really do enough damage to kind of figure with it. It's better to just use regular shots.
That sounds like most things that use your FP.
Yeah.
Just not worth it. Oh, hey, that goes through the pile.
All right. There's some rolling involved.
So why did we slow down?
Just this is the end.
Okay.
His flame has burned out again.
Were you trying to shoot his club to deal damage?
Yeah, I was wondering if the hitbox went to the club. It does not. Okay, good for them.
Yeah.
He is actually slumped over. Yeah. Oh wait, there we go.
I was wondering why you weren't taking your free hits.
Yeah, because I did not know that he had slumped over. I mean, in retrospect, yes, that's what that explosion
means.
It's him getting sleepy. It's a little rapid fire. Fun times.
It did a little bit less than 2 arrows of damage.
Yep. And
there he goes.
All right.
Yay!
It's, my SL1 character Cassius has defeated yet another boss.
That SL1 character that you said you weren't going to do.
Uh-huh. You see, he only wears pants.
Because he's SL1.
No, because he's Cassius, a reference that only you and I will ever get.
That's true.
There's the other attacks, yes. The fire that goes right beneath him, multi-hits. Very sad.
All right.
Well, no, it wasn't that killed me.
Okay.
It was, in fact, that one, which, it was a mistyped roll.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
this
there's
is back with the Astora Greatsword that didn't work. Rolled it, and unfortunately rolled into it. This is going to happen a second time. It happened a second time.
So the thing with Dark Souls is learning from your mistakes.
But it's also muscle memory.
Oh, well, I guess that's a thing, too.
So you can learn from your mistakes, but if you have reactions to certain stimuli, and if it's just the wrong one. So in this case, it was a roll backwards when close in, but that should have been roll in for that one attack only.
So all other attacks do differently than this one.
Yeah. The little the logic AI tree.
Yes.
Slowly evolving. But yes, there's time signatures inside of Ring of Fire, you were saying.
Oh, yeah. There are, it's a bunch of just extra measures and whatnot. I don't have the file on me right here. If I did, I could just bring it up. But yeah, it's just randomly, it's like, all right, we got 4 beats between these 2 verses, and then we have 13 between these 2. And then we have 7 beats before this pre-chorus, and this one we have 5. I think he just kind of strummed until the words came out, honestly. But that's a lot of Johnny Cash. It's either super formulaic, or not super formulaic, but super rigid to the meter, like Folsom Prison Blues, or I can't remember the name of the song. It's the one where he builds the car with all the parts. He steals a bunch of parts one at a time from the.
I do not know anything about Johnny Cash.
Oh man, he's so many good songs. So many good songs for that.
We have so far covered twice as many songs as I knew of his.
You didn't know Folsom Prison Blues?
No.
Wow.
The only one. Well, I suppose. Okay. I suppose Hurt. I guess.
Well, that's not
the
his
famous
song.
His famous version of it. I suppose that is another thing of his that I'm
Though
aware of.
I think, though I could be wrong, I think Trent Reznor more or less said, like, hey, you just did the song better than I did, so this is yours now?
This is canon. Sure.
Yeah, because, Trent Reznor is awesome. The drummer for my church actually has one of the piccolo snares from one of the Nine Inch Nails tours.
Okay.
Because they,
I do like a good piccolo snare.
So whenever this was several years ago, Nine Inch Nails was like, we're done touring for a while. Trent Reznor essentially was like, we're done touring for a while. I don't know if we're going to tour again anytime soon, but what we're going to do is we're going to eBay literally all of our touring gear, and we're going to donate like most of the money to charity or something like that. It was Trent Reznor being the awesome human being that he is. And so Buddy decided he was going to buy a thing. And that thing ended up being a piccolo snare. I don't remember how much he ended up spending on it, but it's so nice.
Those of you who are not aware, a piccolo snare is a snare drum that has a much shallower shell, so it's shorter, it's thinner, so that it's much higher pitched, which is useful for doing breakbeats and stuff, especially if you're doing breakbeats live instead of like with a drum machine. Because you want to have different snare drums with different tunings, and you can even tune like a regular snare drum, just
super high.
Head.
Yeah,
you can tune it pretty high, but you can get much higher pitched sound with a piccolo snare. And it's fun to have both a regular snare and a piccolo snare next to each other, so you can do like the 2 distinct sounds, which is like pretty common in like breakbeat music and other break dash genres or things like that.
Another fun thing you can do, and this is something we've done at church a couple times, is we have this snare drum that's it's a crappy snare drum. It's bad. It is a bad snare drum. And we take a little cymbal. I don't want the little ones that are like 6 inches.
There is no bad drum that makes a sound when you hit it with something.
Oh, fair enough. There is a low quality but still perfect drum, snare drum, and it's I guess not 6. It might be a 6 inch wide snare. What do you call those really tiny ones? Like a splash?
You mean like a splash cymbal?
Yeah.
Yeah, those tiny cymbals.
Okay,
splash.
so what Buddy has done for some of the songs is he just puts the splash cymbal on the snare, on top of the snare. So when he hits it, it's already this bad lo-fi snare kind of sound. Just because it's like, even when it's tuned, it doesn't sound great, but putting the snare on top of it gives us this weird, like, crashy sound. So whenever we play what I would call swamp music, that's the snare he uses.
All right, good swamp music. Very good.
Trouble Won't Go is a good example of swamp music. I say that because the people who wrote it were like, yeah, it's kind of like, play it like swamp music. I don't know what that means. And then I listened to it. It was like, oh, I totally know what swamp music means.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't know what swamp music was until I listened to it, but yeah.
All right, cool. And it's like 4 chords repeat forever.
No, I mean, that's music.
That's music, but it's
a lot of music.
It's fun because it's 25 or 6/4, that kind of chord progression where it's tonic, then down a whole step, then down a half step, then down a half step, then down a half step, and then repeat. So it's fun / chords and strange chordings if you were to actually spell the chord out properly, but it's easier to just go, no, it's a G/B flat.
Or just like do this, but then just one of them is just slightly different.
Yeah.
Instead of writing out like an entire word or sentence to describe a chord. Especially
with guitarists who are just like, no man, I just put my fingers here and it makes this sound. I don't know what you want from me. There was so let's keep this train moving.
Swamp music train that keeps
I was thinking of this Ulysses like stream of consciousness thought. I was looking up how to play a song by a band called Biffy Clyro that I recommend everybody listen to because I like their music. And the guitarist was like, here's how I play it. It's in a drop D tuning, and here's how it's going. Here's all the chords. And he's like accurately naming all the chords and what they are and how they work and why. And I was just like, oh, this is refreshing. I'm used to when people are just like, here's how I play it.
And it's like, this is the shape my hand makes. Yeah. Just to superimpose that on your fretboard, I guess.
Yeah. But he played violin for a long time beforehand, so he had all the theory before he started playing guitar. So it was fun listening to. I still need to work on learning it, but other things have superseded learning another guitar song.
Fair enough.
You know,
I got to explain a Phrygian scale at work.
Oh, fun.
It came up because of the following scenario.
All right, let's hear this.
Hold on, I have to trace it because I remember the different like points in the story about where it diverged. I'm trying to trace it back up to what were we talking about that it came out to explaining a Phrygian scale. Let's see, there was Super Nintendo's shoot 'em ups. There was Wikipedia. There was 90s dance music. There was. Did it go further back than that? Why were we talking about 90s dance music? Oh, Twilight Zone. Right.
Okay.
It was a comment it was a comment in like the team chat where it's like, am I in the Twilight Zone? It does. I forget whatever. Chat goes on all day. There was something that precipitated that particular comment. So that reminded me of course, the 2 Unlimited song, Twilight Zone.
Of course.
Which you might not know the name of, but everyone, I'm pretty sure, is just part of the collective unconsciousness. It is the one that goes dun 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 dun, and then it repeats.
So the thing that led to Mortal Kombat. Got it.
Now that also came up. That was one of the branching paths on this journey, this Phrygian journey. I was like, fun fact, because this is all that I have all of this stuff in my brain for no reason. I was like, speaking of the Twilight Zone was a song by 2 Unlimited that in the American version of the Super Nintendo game Biometal. Actually, this is the other thing that tied it together.
Yes.
Because someone posted just a list of like the top 100 SNES games. It was just ordered alphabetically. It wasn't actually ordered by like
quality
or whatever.
Right,
so like in the B's, Biometal was in there.
What?
And someone had mentioned because whatever. There's like it was 100 Super Nintendo games.
Yeah,
so
but
like,
there are 99. There are 100 other games that are better than Biometal.
I'm saying that there's a lot of good Super Nintendo games, but like making a list of 100 is like saying top 1,000 states or something. It's like, well, okay.
Most of them are going to get in, but I have a feeling there are maybe 200 SNES games that are better than Biometal. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about that, but anywho,
Biometal
these two
does
comments,
use 2 Unlimited, yeah.
Yes, these two comments coalesced in my brain. I was like, oh, I have a trivia point that no one else cares about, but I will share anyways, because this is how Team Chat works.
Oh, that's how Jeff's brain works, yes.
This is how the Joycean Free Association, as we were talking about earlier.
Right.
So I was like, oh yeah, 2 Unlimited did a song, because I'm in my brain it's filed under Super Nintendo shoot 'em ups that I owned. Like me and my brother owned as kids. We played Biometal.
You owned Biometal?
Yeah.
Weird.
I think it actually might have been. It's probably worth a lot of money now, because I think it's probably one of those rare ones. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. You tell me. eBay will know.
eBay will know. You keep
Either
talking.
way,
I'll look it up on eBay.
It's a side-scrolling shooter in the vein of R-Type, very close to R-Type. It has very close enemy designs. Does not have R-Type's force device or good or as good power-up system. It's fairly simple. It does have a kind of force device though, where you can expand and contract a thing. But anywho,
right.
R-Type. Just think R-Type. But the music in the American version was from 2 Unlimited, and 2 Unlimited was just 90s dance music, like on jock jams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also best known for like the intros to like sports teams and stuff like that. But Twilight Zone was the one that sounded like that. So dun 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 dun. With the beautiful Super Nintendo orchestra hit patch,
yes,
as is appropriate
for that. Yeah,
it's actually got a really good bass line too.
It does,
but it's basically kind of a Phrygian thing. And I say Phrygian only because the second scale degree is just a half step up from the tonic, so it's just doing that in the subtonic. So it's just going back and forth between the three of them, which is fun to make riffs out of.
Right, depending on the chordal structure, it might just be the Phrygian mode. Relative to the whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, it could be any of those things, especially when it's this particular. It's dance music, and there's no chord structure, really.
I mean, there's probably a 1 and a 5. There's possibly a 4 or a 3. It may be a minor 2. We'll find out. They don't know. But
yeah, it's based on repetition rather than on chord changes. Right. So you could just say it's just these are the notes that it's using. Really.
Right. Or it's just like it's 1. It's all 1. It's just 1. Yeah. It's a big 1. You just play G. Don't stop. 1. G. Don't stop.
G. Don't stop. Don't stop. Get it.
Also, Biometal sealed on eBay as from like 213 to 254, 255 for a sealed copy. But the open ones are anywhere from like that's the wrong mouse. Or anywhere from I have a laptop open, sorry. Or anywhere from like 26 to 90 for open ones.
Okay. Yeah. That's a pretty broad range.
Yeah. But sealed is always worth more.
Sure, that's true. Which is always ironic because if you want to enjoy the game, it's going to be less useful to you in that way.
Right. But I mean the people who collect things the people
also,
who collect things
it's not R-Type. Super R-Type and R-Type 3 Third Lightning are both really good, and also on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, they're great. So I'm bad at them, but they're good.
While those exist, Biometal is an interesting aside. So Twilight Zone is a Phrygian riff thing going, and I was like, this is also very similar to, but different than I forgot the name of the guys. Did Sonic Syndicate, I think, the Mortal Kombat theme for the movie.
I think that was Sonic Syndicate. Hold on,
I feel like that's right. You can.
I'm double checking.
Yeah, Google double check that. I was like, which has the exact same notes, except instead of going up and then down, it goes down and then up at the end. Also, it has technically instead of dotted eighth notes, it's doing a combo of 16th and 8th note, so it's like doubled notes. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I'm sorry. The Twilight Zone one is the one that has the doubles, and then the Mortal Kombat one is the one that has the dotted eighth note. So it's just dun 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 dun. Very, very similar, shockingly similar, very almost the same, almost litigiously similar, but
weird.
They each have their own thing. It's very understandable if you get the confused, though.
All right, I'm trying to find it. Hold
on. Another great Phrygian riff is, of course, the breakdown in Metallica's Creeping Death. Which which is
pretty good.
It's just die by my hand, I creep across the land, killing firstborn man. Because Creeping Death is about the plagues of Egypt and the and the famous Bible story starring Charlton Heston. In case you're ever wondering what Creeping Death was about, it's pretty explicit, but sometimes these things don't translate well. You're like, oh yeah, remember that time the Metallica did write a song about 10 Commandments?
I think the theme is Techno Syndrome Mortal Kombat.
Techno Syndrome, okay.
Which would be
Sonic
the Immortals.
Syndicate is. I was getting okay.
The Immortals are the ones who did that. I think that's.
Techno Syndrome is that's the thing I was thinking of that I was getting confused. I don't know what Sonic Syndicate is now. I'm sure that's a thing. I just don't remember what that is.
It is. They have some songs.
Hasn't been indexed in my brain in a way that I can recall it. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Then I was like, it's like a Phrygian riff, like in that Metallica song. There you go.
There you go.
If you enjoyed that, donate to our Patreon, I guess.
Yeah, so if you made it this far.
Yeah, if you're still around.
If you like that random tangent and our ramblings and the video and all the other things.
The rambling was demanded. The last video did not have any rambling.
Oh, did people demand rambling?
There's like, I demand... Hold on, let me see. Let me get the actual quote. I'll get the actual quote. Let's see. From Lab Tech, he's like, whoa. Where's the 15 minutes of pointless dialogue? I demand 15 minutes of pointless dialogue. So, okay, well, here we go.
Well, here's your 15 minutes of pointless dialogue.
This one's for you.
This one's for you, Lab Tech. Yeah, but feel free to go to our Patreon, and any money you give us is money we didn't have, and we greatly appreciate it, even if it's $1. It's more than what we got before, and the closer we get to a sustainable number, the more time we can devote to this.
And then do it for main job. Hopefully.
Main job would be great, and then we can not just do the YouTube videos. We can stream more often and just have more content out more often.
Sure.
More quality content. I should stress that. More quality content.
Dark Souls.
Transformers eventually.
And also Transformers.
Maybe another thing if I edit it. We'll see.
Also other things if you edit it. I guess that's true of anything. And also other things if we edit them.
Right. Well, there are a couple that are just kind of sitting on my plate. We'll see. There are three.
Stopping the video now.
Okay.